Yo, yo, it's the power hour where the bruisers eat. No finesse, no flukes, just backs that punish. Fantasy gold in the mud, let's eat. Yo, welcome to the power hour.
Welcome back to another episode of the Fantasy Football Power Hour. With me, as always, Muscles, Ryan Mail. What's going on, Mus?
Not a whole lot. What's happening?
Well, just watching some of this Bucks game here, and it's been all right, I guess. Buka got a touchdown, so then we got a real late game here with the LA Chargers and the Raiders. So kind of see what happens with that at the end of the show. I will have a little small parlay to put together, and hopefully we can win a little bit of money.
That'd be nice. That'd be
just
nice.
A 3-leg. We're not going crazy. But less money. I like it. So I had a good time. Me and you Friday. We went to High Limit Series. So it was a fun race. Congrats to Tanner Thorson. It's a hell of a race, man. Oh my God. It was a good time.
Yeah, it was. Somebody got their first win there Saturday night too. I can't remember.
I feel like it was a yellow car.
Yeah, that yellow 13. So I can't remember what his name was, but yeah, I mean, another first time winner. It's cool to see that. So
oh, definitely, man. Let's see, he won $6 off 25 cents. Hey, wow, man, a profit's a profit.
What would that be, like plus 40?
That would have to be pretty high, actually.
Yeah,
Is it a player prop or was it like a DraftKings?
Oh yeah, it could have been a DraftKings DFS line.
Because I've been getting in them quarter where it's $100 winner take all, like out of 450 people. I think I had like top 20 with one of my lineups, but definitely it was a high scoring week.
It was. I actually think Ray G said that they broke a record. Like this is the highest scoring NFL week.
Yeah, I could see it. It kind of sucks, the Atlanta-Minnesota game. It was kind of a bummer game, but
yeah.
Out of all of that, we got to watch the Giants game.
Yeah,
that was a thriller.
That's probably in week 2. It's probably going to be in contention for the game of the year. Like that was wild.
Oh yeah, it was. Set your lineup, he said. He lost all of his DFS player props. Damn, we lost on a couple player props too.
Yeah,
I felt really good about Juju plus. I think I had a +3 or +4. I can't remember. We only caught like one ball. Had Devonna over 3.5. That didn't hit. The Eagles overall, which we'll get into that. It was just a little bit worrisome about this whole offense. So
yeah. I know we lost a bunch on Eckler there. What was it, Thursday night?
Yeah,
I had a couple different parlays. I didn't even realize I had different parlays with 3 receptions, and then it's. Like,
I knew we were effed right there because whenever they called back his third catch and we would have hit on that one.
Yeah,
right? And that was the first quarter. I'm like, yep, we're done. I just know how it goes. But out of all of that, then unfortunately for him, he tears his Achilles. So, probably over for him. And I'm sure he'll start some fantasy football stuff because he seems like he's, really into that as well.
Yeah.
I've always liked that.
Yeah, I always did too. Hopefully everything works out for him.
Yeah, I hope so. But what we're here for today is we want to give some takeaways that Muscles and I kind of took away with week 2, right? Like, I mean, yeah, we don't want to overreact, but at the same time, you do have to react. You do have to, really take consideration. A.J. Brown's been a disappointment where you drafted him at. I mean, we only have X amount of games till we're into the playoffs. Before you know it, it's going to be here. Like, it all really does matter. Plus, if he's putting up bad games like this, then you got to kind of think about what if he gets hurt or Hurts gets hurt or anything like that. So I know Dynasty Dog Mike, he's definitely here for all that Harold Fannin talk, which another decent game for Harold Fannin. So
yeah.
Speaking of that, let's just get right into that game. So, going back and watching some of that, it was a 1-possession game at halftime, actually kind of close. Lamar Jackson has his 4 touchdown passing game. Now, earlier in the year, Muscles, I made a big Twitter thread, and basically it was just about we have Jaden Daniels and Josh Allen as tier 1 quarterbacks that we're drafting. Why is Lamar Jackson not in that consideration? Because he's only 28 years old. who's coming off a great season. It's just like there's some kind of like stink around his name where like, yeah, it isn't gonna last. So
Right.
what's kind of your thoughts on that? Because I think right now, would you take Jaden Daniels or Lamar? I mean, I'm not over 2 weeks, I'm not overreacting. Like for me, it's still Jaden Daniels, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
hey, we can have a conversation about it.
It's definitely a conversation. I mean, definitely Jaden obviously has Gage on his side, and Lamar just his play style. Because I hated it, but I always knocked Josh Allen kind of for that too. Because it's like the way they play, they're more prone to injury, and they're
Yeah.
also like, Lamar Jackson's 28. We're what 35, 34.
Yeah, something
Like
that.
like we know how it is to wake up in the morning. Now, granted, we're athletes and all in shape or whatnot, but just the way Lamar runs the ball and just plays the quarterback position, it just might not be long for longevity of like a Tom Brady where you can just sit back,
Right,
sling it
because
to
athleticism, even because I get what you're saying, because even athleticism dies out, even if you're not
right.
taking hits. Like, and he
Yeah.
does, but I don't think he gets enough credit for his arm. Like,
No, he
but
doesn't. He doesn't.
but that's kind of the thing with Josh Allen, right? Like, and it's no knock on Josh Allen. All as I'm saying is like, it feels like people are like, oh, Josh Allen's gonna be fine, like he's good to go, like and I think he takes more hits than Lamar Jackson personally.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, he definitely does. He definitely
Yeah.
does. That's what I remember when we did our ranks last year. I think I had Josh Allen too because I was just like, I just don't like as many hits as he takes. It only takes one hit, but
Right.
obviously he, just like Lamar, he puts pie in my face at the end of every year when they're,
Yeah, I know,
top.
because like he did struggle throwing outside of the number some, but then he's really taken steps forward, I feel like, throwing the ball. So, and I think
Yeah.
that's how he has to be successful, because the older he gets, if he can't rely on athleticism and good scheme, I mean they do a real good job scheming him.
Yep.
But let's see here. Teixeira, he's saying, good to see you too, man. Russell Wilson and Daniel Jones, are they in our top 5 quarterbacks right now? I mean, they probably have to be.
Yeah, I mean redraft maybe. I mean, definitely. I don't think dynasty, but
I can't get on it. I
no,
can't get on it.
no.
I'm just being a smart
I
ass.
think that Dallas D is just horrible.
And the Giants D too, because like that's kind of the thing. Like we're all like, yeah, the Dallas D, Giants D. I had higher hopes for them, kind of being like a closet Giants fan, right? Like I really thought they'd be a little bit better, but oof,
Yeah.
not
Of all the good Russell Wilsons we've seen in the past, and this was the most yards he's ever put up, like it's kind of like I don't believe that 30-some-year-old Russell Wilson's in his prime right now slinging it. So
no,
or is he 40? I don't even know. I doubt he's 40, but
no, he's like, yeah, he's 34, 36, right around there or something. You're welcome, man. You're welcome.
I get it. I get it.
We had the big talk, Teixeira and I. We were DMing back about Jordan Love. Jordan Love. I am a Jordan Love hater, and I'm not afraid to say it. He's a Caleb Williams hater, but Jordan Love did okay. I mean, I still have some concerns, but I'd be lying to say I don't have concerns about Caleb as well.
I don't know what the hell they were doing on that 4th and 1. I remember I was watching that. It was 4th and 1, and he chucks it 40 yards down the field. I was like, wow, that's a Steelers special right there. Like
right.
3rd and 1, Ben chucks it 35 yards downfield.
Yeah. Love Williams. I mean, I'm not there, but I mean, I think consensus probably is.
Yeah, I think consensus is. I think I'm almost there.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, we'll see. But I would say on performance wise, yeah, it probably is. Probably is for this year. But let's jump back into the Baltimore game, just because I've been getting a lot of questions about Mark Andrews' muscles. And, we had these concerns last year, right? Like he was just, Isaiah Likely was taking over. So we kind of felt good because Isaiah Likely we knew wasn't going to play for the first couple of weeks. But Mark Andrews hasn't done shit. Like people are freaking out. Like he's on the side of milk cartons. Like, where is Mark Andrews? We don't know. But going back and watching some of that game to give you a little bit of hope, kind of. He dropped a touchdown pass And on the next drive, he was open for a touchdown. If the ball was tipped, so he
Oh.
could have easily had 2 touchdowns in this game, which still isn't warm and fuzzy because they were only like 4 and 5 yards out. So he would have had one of them 3 for 15 yards and 2 touchdown days. So I mean, volume wise, it still is a concern. And my question to you, Muss, how do we feel it's going to go when Isaiah Likely's back? Like, is Likely going to get some targets, or like kind of how's this going to work out? Because obviously Mark Andrews, who has more competition, probably shouldn't get any more targets. So
That's the way I would think. How long is Likely out for? Like, what is his injury?
he didn't go on IR, so you wouldn't think it would be 4 weeks. I think there'd probably be a good chance he's back this week.
Yeah.
Nothing's really been said. I've kind of been looking around, but so I think that window's closing, or maybe you could say that, hey, Mark Andrews isn't getting anything. Maybe you can try to buy low on Likely. Is that something you're interested in?
Oh yeah, I think Likely's definitely the tight end to have. I mean, that's what I'm in a league, and some guys like, hey, I'll take a third for Mark Andrews, and like I thought about it, and then I'm like, I don't even think I could pay a third at this point for Mark Andrews. Like,
Right.
I don't know. I just think I think the end's near.
I almost feel like it is too, but he doesn't. I don't know if he really looks bad, because like watching him play, I don't see anything that steps out. He's just not getting the ball. I mean, the drop was bad. Don't get me wrong there.
Yeah.
I
mean,
because the thing is, if let's just ask you this, not to cut you off, Muss, but like, would you rather have Elijah Aurora like take a gamble on one of them guys that might fall into the third? Like, I know Terrence Ferguson really hasn't done nothing, but like he's probably the future. Like, are you willing to try something like that? Harold Fannin, I don't even know if you can get that done anymore.
No, I doubt it. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna re-roll. I mean, I don't think he's done. I just think, like, obviously he's gonna have more target competition. I mean, we know Lamar's not gonna be a 350, 400-yard passer and all this, so it's like, Zay's gonna get his. I still think Likely's probably, once he comes back, is going to get more than Andrews. I think he's the better athletic tight end. So I just don't know how much table scraps Mark Andrews is going to have.
Yeah, I put it on here to see if anybody, Fannin or Andrews. I definitely think I spelled that wrong, but I was trying to kind of listen to you as well. But because I think, that's something that it's interesting, because people might be like, oh, I don't want Harold. Like, I feel like there's still a lot of people who don't believe in Harold Fannin. And I mean, what the upside really is, which he's been damn good fast. So it's hard to say that like he's not going to be any good.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of curious to what a lot of people would think.
Yeah. That's you're definitely on both sides of the spectrum there. We got an older tight end not doing anything and a young up and coming tight end. That's
right. That I still feel like there's a lot of skepticism because David Njoku's there. Now I think if David Njoku's moved, then it's definitely the price goes up.
I believe this is the last year of Njoku's contract.
Yeah. So I think there's a really good chance he's moved to the deadline because
for sure.
Fannon's a Canton guy, like, he's an Ohio guy, which I love Njoku. Did you see him, by the way, drinking a beer after the game? He jumped up in the stands.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That guy is such a beast.
Yeah.
Where would you like to see Njoku go? Just like off of, you're just kind of thinking about it, like we can't really put a place where like, yeah, it's definitely going to happen.
I mean, you could say KC because Travis Kelce just hasn't looked right. Yeah, you could send Njoku to the Buccaneers. Yeah, I could. Yeah, that would be all right.
We always say KC.
Yeah, the Bengals would be nice, but they just lost Burrow. I mean, I do like Jake Browning though. I am a Browning believer, but yeah, that's tough. Is there any place to stick out to you?
I've been dying, and I know people might hate this because there's a lot of Oronde Gadsden guys out there, but I'd really like to see him.
Chargers. Yeah, there we go. I didn't even
that's no hate toward Gadsden. Just I think Gadsden's his Gadsden. He's not like his dad. Like
Yeah.
I don't think he's anything special. I would really like to see David Njoku out there with the LA Chargers and Justin Herbert.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I think that would be a real nice spot. It's kind of sneaky as well.
Yeah, it is. I didn't think of it, so
A couple more guys because we got to finally see Quinshawn Judkins on the field, Muscles, and he looked good. Very limited. I think he had like 10 carries, but I mean, he was stiff arming guys, running people over. So I know. My bold take on Dylan Sampson was that I feel like he's going to get a lot of the passing game work, which he did week 1. Week 2, not so much. So I felt like he could outscore my PPR. I don't know about that, man. Like,
did Sampson score a touchdown though?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He got a touchdown. It was garbage time. Dylan Gabriel, which I think Dylan Gabriel will have a good chance to start here for Cleveland. Like Joe Flacco, we talked about this pre-show. I mean, threw the ball 45 times and had under 200 yards. He was god awful. And the touchdown he did get should have been intercepted by Marlon Humphrey, and it went right through his damn hands, and Cedric Tillman caught it. So I don't know. I do not know. So what do we have here? I've done 2 monster trades in a 12-team PPR. I traded Saquon and Golden for Puka, Corey Krosky Merritt from Washington. Ooh. Then my second trade, I traded Jefferson, Laporta, and Algier for Bowers and Chase. Ooh, okay. So the second one I really like. I mean, and I love
Bowers and Chase. Yeah,
you're getting Bowers and Chase, especially if you got that in a tight end premium. Bowers, man, and then he's playing tonight. So if he does struggle a little bit, we got to remember he's injured. But Brock Bowers comes out week 1, over 100 yards. I mean, he's the man. How do you feel about the first trade with that, Moss? They traded Saquon and Golden for Puka. I still believe in Golden somewhat. But I mean, let's just say this: you traded Saquon and got Puka right there. That's enough for me because you're trading an older running back for a young stud wide receiver in Puka. So I still like that too.
Yeah.
So, 2 really good trades. I like them both, honestly.
Yep.
Because we're kind of worried about the Madden curse with Saquon as well as we've made that pretty well known. So let's go into a team that doesn't need a quarterback, that is a top 5 quarterback, and that's the Indianapolis Colts. They got to face Denver. Moss. How do you feel about Daniel Jones?
Yeah, he's. I wish I would have bought the dip in football cards. I mean, it's kind of looking like Steichen kind of has a comeback.
What's that? Some.
Oh, there we go.
I still have some.
But, I mean, it looks like Steichen's got him kind of turned around, and that's what I was like. Oh yeah, it was against the Dolphins, like
right, and then Denver comes out and that. I mean, I know Cam Ward, it was his first game, but like really, really struggled. And I'm like, ooh, tough matchup for Daniel Jones, but he did it, man.
Yeah, he did. And it was basically through Tyler Warren, a lot of it.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, Pittman didn't really do much. It was not a very good game, honestly. I mean, I don't think Bo Nix really looked that good either. And then Denver lost it on a leverage penalty.
Okay.
Whatever. That's a tough way to lose it. But I mean, Shane Steichen's got his team turned around. It'll be interesting to see. I don't know who they play next week, but I think I'm starting to buy in a little bit.
I want to say, did they play Dallas?
Let's
take a look. I'll let you take a look.
Titans.
Yes, it is. Okay.
Yep.
Which I figured the Titans would be a little bit better than they are. The Titans they didn't generate any pressure this week.
No.
They only had 1 sack and just really, really struggled to get to the quarterback. So actually probably another decent matchup for Daniel Jones.
And then the Broncos play the Chargers,
division game, tough. We're gonna see what happens with the Chargers tonight as well.
Yeah.
My thought I know looking Jonathan Taylor finally had the big game on the ground. So good for him. And, talking about Tyler Warren, Moss, that's what you said. It seems like he's kind of the guy. The Colts have came out and said they want Tyler Warren to be the focal point of the offense and, giving them carries. And that's who they want to get the ball to. And it's nice that him and Josh Downs is good when he's on the field, but like they both stepped up when Pittman had to take coverage from Pat Surtain. So
Yep.
really, really helps where they're getting
And
the ball as well.
I mean, Bo Nix kind of struggled again. I'm kind of like, and it's kind of
Mhm.
weird. Like he was going to Troy Franklin, and Sutton didn't do anything. Like I don't think he
No, and
saw.
I was big on Sutton this week because the Colts
Yeah.
had no, like all their corners are hurt and like, oh, Sutton's about to eat. Here it's
Yep.
freaking Troy Franklin, Marvin Mims, your boy had a touchdown.
Yep.
What's a panic meter on Bo Nix, man? Because we know sometimes these guys going into year two, that's a concern. They take a big step back.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely eyebrow raising. I don't think I'm like panicked yet. I mean, it could be him just getting back into the motions and stuff like that. But I mean, he's got the same offensive coordinator and stuff.
Right.
That's a lot of the worry, I think, when we get to year two quarterbacks. It's like a lot of these times it's like a new offensive coordinator, new head coach, new system, new this, new that. But I think everything stays the same with Bo Nix, and he was kind of an older prospect. So it could just be one of those that he's just knocking the rust off a little bit. I think he'll be all right.
Right. Yeah, hopefully
RJ Harvey, though, I mean, we knew with J.K. Dobbins coming in that, Harvey was kind of going to take a back seat, but I did not expect this much of a back seat from Harvey.
I didn't either. And for me, Tyler Beatty's getting the ball. Like, what's going on? You know what I mean, man? Like, I'm still going to give it some time. I'm going to let it play out. I'm not going to sit here and say, let's just say this. My worry meter out of a 10 is like a 5.
I mean, Sean Payton's always been one that, like, kind of not is hard on rookies, but, like, makes rookies earn playing time. I mean, we saw Marvin Mims. I mean, not that Marvin Mims is a superstar or anything, but, like, I remember his rookie year, he didn't do anything. And then at the end of the year, Sean Payton was like, oh, man, like, we didn't realize that we had Marvin Mims. Like, I want to get him involved more. Like, he came out and said that, like.
We'll go back to the Saints, even with Alvin Kamara. Like, he wasn't a thing for a little bit. I mean, they had Adrian Peterson, too, if we remember. They had Mark Ingram, Adrian Peterson, Alvin Kamara. We're like, oh, man, Kamara's not going to get nothing. I mean, it took a while. I want to say midway through the season, because I know, like, in a redraft league, we made a trade, and then Kamara started actually taking off.
Right.
And, I mean, but it did take a while. So you got to be patient with Harvey and just be patient with this offense, because I do think RJ Harvey is a really good football player. It just might take a little bit of time.
Yeah, and Jonathan Taylor is that bell cow that we thought he was. Like,
yep, absolutely.
He is one of the few bell cows in the league.
Yep, and a lot of people, and no hate to DJ Giddens, but like DJ Giddens gets so much love that I don't really understand it, because I feel like we know Jonathan Taylor's the bell cow. Now, if he goes down, I'm not saying he's in a good spot, but like there's other guys. Look at David Montgomery, who gets work even as a backup. Like,
right.
Something you got to consider. Tyler Algier, look what he did. I mean, he had 17 carries behind Bijan Robinson. We preach every damn year that Tyler Algier is an absolute steal. I mean, we get him in all kinds of best ball. We have a lot of shares of him. It's not even a handcuff, but just a piece that we know. Like, he has a chance to put up points with Bijan in the game.
Yeah, you can basically throw him in a flex, sometimes even a running back too if needed, even if Bijan is healthy. So, like, in my opinion, he's one of the best handcuffs, and he's definitely not valued as that.
No, he definitely isn't. And we can just touch a little bit more on that game, because I was really disappointed. I really thought Minnesota was going to win that game, like, outright. That was one of the games I felt actually pretty confident about. We actually threw in a big parlay, but I ended up cashing out. Was that one in your parlay too?
No. Well, actually, it was. I lost the parlay way before that. So.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
I ended up cashing out, but I would have lost on that one.
Yeah. I did not see. I didn't see Minnesota losing that game. I thought JJ McCarthy the first week. I think I kind of said it to you. I was like, he kind of like gives off like Tim Tebow vibes, like like how Tim Tebow is just winning games, like nothing fancy, just like
Yeah.
kind of just like I know it was only 1 week, so I don't want to like say he's winning all these games, but like that week 1 win, I was just kind of like, huh. I was like Tim Tebow, like it's like he's gonna win games in the NFL, but not necessarily in our fantasy lineups. It's
I don't
kind
want
of
to
the
speak for
vibe.
you. Yeah, and I don't want to speak for you. I think I blew my load a little early on McCarthy.
Yeah,
He didn't.
no,
He
no,
looked confused, like holding on to the ball a lot, like taking hits. Like he was taking sacks, like, and I think a lot of it was because he was holding on to the ball. But
yeah.
I,
Atlanta's defense is good. I mean,
it
he
is.
has
Say
so
what you want. Them trading back up to get James Pierce. Oh, them edge rushers, man. They're
yeah.
great. So I really, really like that move. They are. They had a really, really good draft if you look at it defensively on the ball. But I mean, on the opposite side, Michael Penix didn't do nothing crazy either. I mean,
No,
it
he
just
didn't even have a touchdown.
nope. It was an ugly game all around. With McCarthy, I did see some stuff that looked good. Like he can sling some. Like he really can. He makes some really nice throws, but at the same time, he makes some really boneheaded ones too that he just needs work. And now he's going to miss the next 2 to 4 weeks with an ankle injury.
Yeah.
So and I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist, but do you think that they're worried about him behind center too? And they're like, hey, he's hurt. Let's just say 2 to 4 weeks and try to get him back in the books here.
Very well could, because I mean he just like you said, he just didn't look comfortable. Like it just looked like the spotlight was too big for him. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, he just
I think I got really excited because I really felt strongly that the Bears defense was really, really good this year. Like I really did. They got some good players, and I'm just thinking like, okay, if he's doing this coming back in Soldier Field against the Bears, like what else can he do? But
and
we
boy
just
were
got
we
to
wrong.
yeah, we got to see the Lions drop 54 or something on them. So
Yeah.
so like after I seen that, I'm like doing the math here. I'm like, math ain't mathing, man. I'm not shitting on JJ McCarthy. I'm not gonna sit here and say like, okay, he's dust, he's garbage, he's no good, because I do think there's a ton of upside. I don't want to say a ton of upside. I think he has good upside to be a solid quarterback too.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. But he does provide some on the ground. We do see that, but we'll just have to see if Kevin O'Connell can kind of get him calmed down a little bit here and just try to kind of like just make, I don't want to say easy throws, because I feel like they're trying to give him easy throws. He's just not reading the defense or something. The holding on to the ball is a big concern. That was a Justin Fields problem for a long time.
And it sucks because there's so many mouths to feed there.
There is.
I don't think we're gonna get anything. It's like we're gonna have an 8-person table and have one piece of chicken, and I mean we're all gonna get scratched. Justin Jefferson. I mean, this hurts everybody. Hawkinson.
Yeah.
Obviously Addison's not there yet, but when Addison comes back, I mean it's kind of scary for anybody that rosters them guys.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I think Justin Jefferson, you're concerned, but like I'm more concerned about Carson Wentz coming into the picture now than I really am JJ McCarthy. Like now we're gonna get 2 to 4 weeks of Carson Wentz. I don't know what to expect. This is why I was really high on Sam Howell, because I'm like, okay, I know he can sling the ball. I mean, good, bad, or ugly, but they traded him to the Eagles, which I thought was kind of weird. I guess just didn't fit the system, or could get whatever they could get. But
maybe Kirk Cousins will come back.
No,
they're not.
I doubt it. With that dead cat, I don't see
know.
it. And then Aaron Jones is dealing with the hamstring injury. He's already looking like he's going to miss week 3. Something that we kind of really talked about. You go back, check the short that we have on Jordan Mason. Both of us very high on Jordan Mason, have a ton of shares. And Jordan Mason didn't look great last night. Didn't look horrible. He provides that big time power to them, but it kind of sucks because I really don't know if this is great for Jordan Mason, because Aaron Jones is kind of that lightning to the thunder.
Yeah, and I think Jordan Mason's going to be unfortunately pretty touchdown dependent because he's not going to
Doesn't catch
catch
a
a
lot
lot
of
of
balls.
no he doesn't catch a lot of balls, so it's going to be like you see like 9 carries for 30 yards. It gets you 3 points. Like you're not
Yep.
happy at all with that. Like you
Right.
know you're gonna have to get a touchdown in
And
order.
I expected this offense to be decent. I don't want to say like really high scoring, but to be like a decent offense, and that's what made me happy about Jordan Mason as well. So I'm like you. If they can't move the ball, he's touchdown dependent. You're definitely a little bit worried. I mean, kind of have to see
Yeah,
what happens from there.
I like him as the player. I just don't like the system he's in right now, and I thought I would, but
Yep.
I don't. I'm worried.
Yep. I'm with you, man. Drake London was kind of even iffy to play. I feel like he probably shouldn't even have played. We got to see him drop balls, fumble. I mean, Drake London had a tough go of it too. It's just a sloppy game all around. If your name wasn't Bijan Robinson or Tyler Algier, you probably sucked and you just didn't do anything. So, and I think
Yeah.
that's about enough of that. And then next week you're going to see your boy Jake Browning take on Carson Wentz in Minnesota. So, boy, that's going to be an interesting game.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
But talking a little bit about Jake Browning, we'll just touch on Joe Burrow. He'll be out for 3 months, so pretty much to December with turf toe. Did come out. He does need surgery. So, muscles. Joe Burrow, you hate to say anything's injury prone. He didn't take a bad hit. It didn't look like just something happened, went wonky, and now no more Joe Burrow pretty much for the rest of the year. So we're rolling with Jake Browning. How do you feel for these Cincinnati pass catchers? And yeah, Dynasty Dog Mike, Chase Brown, yikes. I mean, how do we feel about this offense as a whole? Are we worried? Are we, optimistic?
Yeah, it's a shame that the Browns just are kind of like a crappy organization. Like we've been saying it for years, like they do nothing for this line. And I'm not saying that, just because he has a bad line, he gets hurt. Like he could have a good line and get hurt, don't get me wrong, but like we see this year in and year out. Like last year was I think the first year he stayed healthy.
Yeah.
And he just got lucky and stayed healthy. But other than that, it's been catastrophic injury after catastrophic injury. Not that a turf toe is catastrophic, but it's still 3 months. Like that's
Oh yeah.
basically
Yeah.
like take
Anytime you're
that
under the
time.
knife, man.
Yeah, take 3 times 4 weeks in a month. 3 months, that's 12 weeks. Now we're looking at week 14. He can come back. So
Yeah.
like that's fantasy playoffs, and then is he gonna have a transition kind of
Yeah. How good do you feel about starting him in the first week of your fantasy playoffs? You don't.
exactly. So as far as Jake Browning, I think as far as backups go, I think he's definitely above serviceable. We saw that 2 years ago, or was it last? Yeah, I think it's 2 years ago. But
Yep.
who was that guy? I was trying to think of him on my way home from work today. I was like, who was that one guy that he peppered? Do you remember that? Like he didn't throw the ball to Jamar Chase at all. He peppered like the third guy, and I can't remember who that was.
You're talking about with the Bengals?
Yeah, Jake Browning. Yeah, he peppered the heck out of
It
somebody.
wasn't
It was
Yosef, was it?
I can't remember.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking. I think he's retired now, isn't he? It was
No,
an older.
I think so, but yeah, he didn't
Anybody?
throw it to Jamar Chase at all. I don't know if he just didn't like Jamar Chase or what, but like I know a lot of games he just didn't throw it to him, and I can't remember who it was. I was trying to think of him on my way home from work. I was like, who was that guy? But it was like he got like 9 targets a game, and I'm gonna have
Yeah,
to go
that's gonna
back and
bother me.
look.
I can't think of who it was either.
Yeah.
We'll have to look that up after because I'm curious too. But in this game, I went back and watched. So whenever Burrow went down, they did only have 7 points. So he definitely was slinging the ball. Not Chase Brown, Jamar Chase. He ended up with a 34% target share this game with Jake Browning. So, Sleeper came out and posted a big notification that said, had the stat lines whenever he was there. And it said, yikes, big hit for Jamar Chase. Well, what they didn't realize to put was Jamar Chase was hurt. Jamar Chase missed time, so he missed a game. Actually, I believe it was against the Steelers and barely played a couple of the other ones. But throughout them games with Browning, he did have a 100-yard game and a touchdown against the Jacksonville Jaguars, surprisingly. So, I think for me, this could be where Jake Browning just targets the shit out of Jamar Chase.
Exactly.
I'm not saying that I feel great because you're not replacing Joe Burrow, right? Like the throws that Joe Burrow makes, like you're not replacing them. But all I'm saying is I wouldn't be surprised to see Jamar Chase with an average of, 10 to 15 targets game in and game out. And if that's the case and he makes the best of them, we can still get some value off Jamar Chase. So you trying to look up that player?
Yeah, I was. I asked old Chat GPT, but it's not giving me anything I want.
They don't know, so that ain't
No.
good. That ain't good. We will find it though, because I can remember. I can't think of the name. I know exactly what you're talking about, but
Yeah, there was like one guy that he just peppered the shit out of, and I can't think of who it was.
So a take that I think we got wrong, talking about another quarterback here that was in this game, Trevor Lawrence muscles.
Oh,
I
man.
know the stat box looked good. I'll never learn my lesson. I'll never learn my lesson because going back and watching that, Trevor Lawrence didn't look great. Like, we want fantasy points, but he had some really bad throws. There's an interception in the red zone. It was bad. Almost threw another one, a tip pass. Travis Hunter. We're on the replay. The ball just hit the ground. Almost had another one in the end zone. Like, it could have easily – Trevor Lawrence could have easily had 4 or 5 interceptions this game.
Yeah. It was a tale of like two Trevor Lawrences. Like there would be like one drive where he'd like look okay, and then the next and Brian Thomas wasn't doing him any favors either.
No. Dropping balls, not finishing routes. Panic meter on Brian Thomas. Where are you at? Because we already knew he was going to take a hit with Travis Hunter, but what's weird is Travis Hunter didn't even have a good game. It was Naomi Brown and Parker Washington. So, yeah, what's your worry meter on Brian Thomas after 2 weeks?
I mean, it's definitely a little bit up there because it definitely looked like a lot of times he was giving up on routes, and I think not trying to stir the pot or anything. It kind of looks like he kind of is starting to get an attitude problem a little bit. Like
he could.
I think he's getting frustrated. So yeah. I don't want to start something that maybe isn't there, but just body language and stuff like that.
And we already know Trevor Lawrence is frustrated. We've seen him look back at Liam Cohen. He's telling him to put it on his chest, and he just kind of shook him off and just whatever. But yeah, I just had real high expectations for this whole offense, and we do have a lot of Travis Etienne, another great game for him as well. But I think, what are you doing with Trevor Lawrence? I mean, you hate to do this after just a couple weeks, but man, I mean, I'm not. After 2 weeks, I have to react when I see games that are this bad.
Yeah, it's not good. I don't think you could trade him right now. I
almost don't think you can either. And he plays the Houston Texans next week, which we're already seeing tonight. They got a good defense.
Yes, they do. So it's tough. I think you just got to hold. I'm not buying them at all.
No.
But
would you trade him for J.J. McCarthy straight up? I don't know if you can do it. Let's go to KTC and see where he's at. Still at quarterback 19.
Was it Trent Irwin?
Oh, I think it was. Yep, it was Trent Irwin. Yep.
I literally been Googling it and everything like that. So then I just said 2023 Bengals wide receivers, and Trent Irwin's name, I think, kind of was I think that's who that was.
We had a friend from Belgium named Irwin. That's how I remembered that name too. It's Trent Irwin.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, KTC. Where is
He's quarterback 19, so behind him
Lawrence.
one spot. Would you rather gamble on Jackson Dart and just think maybe he can end up doing something when he comes in? Like, are we that? Are we that? There yet?
I'm not. I'm not there yet.
I'm not either. Not either.
So yeah, I mean, I'm definitely like I was all like sunshine, rainbows, like probably Trevor Lawrence, California dreaming, like oh, this is gonna be all glorious, and it's definitely doom and gloom, but I don't think I'm that doom and gloom.
Would you trade him for injured Brock Purdy?
Yes.
I would too. Maybe that's a trade you can get done because somebody absolutely needs a quarterback. And Mac Jones had a 3-touchdown game, which we'll get into that. But maybe that's something you can really get done and have faith in Brock. I'm very worried. I mean,
I am too.
I did not expect. I mean, I expected him to throw some interception. And at the same time, like I said, we want fantasy points, and that's what he did because he outscored guys like Justin Fields and stuff. Which Justin Fields concussion protocol, but he outscored a lot of people. No matter if he throws the interceptions or not, don't really matter for us. It just matters long term because him and Liam Cohen aren't on the same page, and he's doing this. They're going to turn the page.
You would take Love over him now, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, I'm not that down on Love, but yeah.
Yeah.
I it sucks after 2 weeks. I don't like to change my mind like that, but we were just wrong. Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, you can't just stick your feet in the mud and just stand put. Like,
right.
Things do happen, and you can't change your mind.
I'm floating him, trying to even, put in a draft pick, move on. So we'll kind of see there. We seen Bashal Tootin, get the screen for the touchdown. We kind of knew that he was going to be more involved after Tank Bigsby's gone. Tootin's a good player, and he's somebody that you want for next year because there's a good chance they move on from Travis Etienne next year. That's why we're in on Travis Etienne this year. We'll probably be out next year unless he goes to a bomb-ass landing spot. But whenever these running backs get that next contract, that's what I'm trying to move on. Peak value, man. So
yep.
Tootin's a solid hold. If it's going to be hard to buy him. But before we go on to talk about this next game, I want to do a little research here on Travis Hunter. So Travis Hunter, week 1, 6 defensive snaps. And week 2,
I think he played a lot.
42 defensive snaps.
Yeah.
So he's playing a lot more on defense. Offensive snaps, week 1, 39, week 2, 42. So we are kind of in uncharted territories, I feel like, with Travis Hunter. As a pure prospect, I love him. I think he's an amazing football player. I think he's a great DB, and I think he could be an amazing wide receiver. He has some stuff he's got to do, but he's real twitchy, good. I just don't know what to do with the muscles. I really don't. I just do you move on from him? Do you ride the wave? Are they gonna keep playing him all the time on defense? Because if they drafted him at 2, they didn't draft him at 2 because he's a wide receiver. They drafted him because they thought he could play both sides of the ball. And he is. And he's doing okay. Like both weeks he could have had a long touchdown, just didn't get the ball there. But I'm worrying a little bit about Travis Hunter.
I am too. I was completely wrong. Because that's what I thought too. I mean, even going back to the draft night, I was like, listen, you don't trade 2 first-round picks and draft a guy at number 2 or whatever for a corner. You just, for some reason, you just don't. Corners just aren't valued that much. And even Travis Hunter personally, we said it from day one. If you had the ability to play both, which one are you playing? You're going to play a receiver because a mediocre receiver is still going to get $20 million a year. And Pat Surtain at the time just got his contract, and his was I don't know, I think it just broke 20 or something like that. So,
yeah.
All signs pointed to Travis Hunter playing wide receiver. I was like, I'm not worried. But yeah, just like Trevor Lawrence, now I'm worried again. Now, I mean, can we have weeks where they don't have to have him play defense? do they go to the draft this year and draft a corner, and then it's like Travis just plays all offense? I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of like I don't know what I do.
No, and I don't
No,
know
but
if I.
nobody probably wants them right now. Like even if I
Mm-mm.
were to send out trades, I mean, if somebody sent me a Travis Hunter trade, I'd you know kind of feel the same way. I'd be like, I don't really want to take on that risk, like unless it's cheap. But I don't want to give up Travis Hunter cheap because we know what he can be.
Right, and that's where I'm at too.
And
Like
that's where I'm at.
we know what he can be, so we don't want to go a little bit crazy. What would you trade him for Xavier Worthy when Xavier Worthy comes back? Like, I mean, would you trade him now knowing Xavier Worthy? Yeah,
Uh, I
I
don't
would.
think.
I would. I
I don't
wouldn't.
think. No, I think I just hold Travis Hunter because I'm
How
not a
about
big Worthy guy.
Ricky Pearsall?
I think I'm holding Travis Hunter.
I am too. How about JMO?
I think I'm holding Travis Hunter.
Zay Flowers?
I'm holding Travis Hunter.
AJ Brown?
I think I'm still holding Travis Hunter.
I think I'm holding Travis Hunter on all of them. Oh, it feels so dirty to say that about AJ Brown, though.
I know it does. But I mean, in my eyes, I'm like, he is getting older. Like, what is he, 28, 29?
Yeah, probably still has another good.
He
Yeah,
does. He does have another 2, 3 good years. But I'm just thinking, Travis Hunter. Could they the next year draft a corner? Like, could they go
right.
out and get a corner in free agency, and then they just unleash Travis Hunter on offense? Like,
All them guys are behind Travis Hunter on KTC too. By the way, I'm probably holding on to Travis Hunter there. I know we're in uncharted territories, but here's the thing: when we drafted him, yes, we said that, but we also knew this could happen. It was a part of the risk by drafting Travis Hunter. So
yeah,
after 2 weeks, I think I'm gonna hold and just see what I have. I don't think I'm like you, Muscles. I don't think I'm gonna buy unless it's super cheap, like you said.
right,
But I
right.
don't really, I'm just gonna hold. I feel like.
Yeah,
So
I think the perfect move is like if somebody has I guess if somebody has a Burrow or a Purdy and they're real quarterback needy, and you have like I don't want to say Matt Stafford. I want to say somebody better than Matt Stafford, but like maybe you could make that kind of move, like Matt Stafford for Travis Hunter. I know you're gonna. I'm just thinking
you're
quarterback
just
stuff
throwing
out
like
there.
a name like that out
Yeah,
there.
I
A
wouldn't mind
I
like a
want to
what?
say. I was gonna say Jackson Dart, but he hasn't done nothing yet, so I don't.
Yeah, somebody that's starting like
Right.
that. You're not like real like Bryce Young. Would you trade Bryce Young for him?
Oh yeah, in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I would too.
I
I
would
don't.
trade Tua for him.
Yeah, yeah.
I would.
That's where
Yeah.
I'm at. Like I think like this, and this sounds bad to say. This is where like dynasty kind of comes into strategy is when like players like Burrow, Purdy, like it's always the quarterbacks too. Like they go down. This is where you can kind of like make some moves and
Right.
kind of get creative. Like, do you buy low on Burrow? Do you go attack that Burrow owner and try to get one of
Right.
their stud receivers for cheaper, and then you flip them like a Mahomes or something
Right.
like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Yeah. He's the puzzle piece that like I just hope we're on the right side. Like I hope
Oh
I hope
yeah,
it fits in right. Like because I do think he's ultra talented. I think I'll feel better next year if they put high draft capital in a corner or bring in a good corner.
yeah. But I think it's one of those you have to make the move before.
Right. Oh yeah, because then everybody's gonna know.
Yeah,
Because that's something too. Was it situational because it became a blowout, so they wanted to put him in because they were getting burnt? Because he is a
yeah.
good corner.
He
I
is.
don't
He
know.
is.
They did tell us this. We just don't know what to believe in coach speak, right? Like they said, hey, Travis Hunter's going to play more snaps. We're like, yeah, we'll see. What's more snaps, 6 to 10?
Right.
Like,
Right.
but
So
that many is alarming. So the Pittsburgh Steelers, got to play the Seattle Seahawks, who had an ex-corner for the Jaguars, and I'm sure they wish they still had in Jalen Ramsey, who Jalen Ramsey has looked good, but
Yeah.
overall muscles, the Steelers didn't look good. I was so happy week 1. I was like, Aaron Rodgers, 4 touchdown passes. Let's go. It's the best. You know, we haven't seen this kind of stuff since prime Ben Roethlisberger, and we're right back to it, muscles. So it was a bad game for the Steelers. They had 5 completions to their wide receivers, 5. And you could tell with Aaron Rodgers when DK Metcalf wasn't open, he was getting sacked and holding the ball because nobody else could get open.
Yeah, and this is what we've said all year. Like, I don't know. Obviously, Pickens was thrown his fit, but like, who is going to be the number 2? Like, go out and sign somebody, even like a Tyler Lockett. Like, I know Tyler Lockett hasn't done anything with the Titans, but like Tyler Boyd's still out there. Obviously, there's probably a reason why Tyler Boyd's out there, but I mean, I would love to get Debo that cheap, you know.
Yeah, I know.
But as cheap as the Commanders got him, like I don't think this is a Super Bowl winning team, but like I think if you went out and got Aaron Rodgers and then, you know, traded for DK Metcalf.
When do they bring in Alan Lazard? You know it's gonna happen.
Oh yeah. So it's just a shame. I mean, they got all of our hopes up, you know, and I did say last week, I was like, is this Aaron Rodgers' ceiling? And it definitely kind of looks
it was. I was excited though. I
was too.
I was really excited for this team, but it
all looks kind of bad. You know, I mean, Caleb Johnson fumbling that.
Yeah. What's your panic meter on him? Because he hasn't seen the field to begin with. Then he fumbles. The damn ball hits him in the head and goes in the end zone. He acts like he didn't touch it, and they jump on it for a touchdown. I mean, that's
what did he get? 1 carry?
Yeah, I think 1 carry for 3 yards. And what sucks is like he is different than Jaylen Warren and Kenneth Walker or Kenneth Gainwell.
Kenneth Gainwell, yeah, he definitely
he's different than them. So like, it would be nice to have that bruiser up the. Why aren't they playing him? Like, I just don't know. It can't get any worse.
I think
you know what I mean?
Arthur Smith's probably just playing hard ass and loves Kenneth Gainwell.
I know he does.
I don't know. He does. So definitely, as of right now, I think the panic meter is definitely up there. But I think if it gets to be too high, then I think I'm going to reverse it and definitely try to go buy Caleb Johnson because
they spent a 3rd round pick. He's going to
he's going to get an opportunity.
I think if you got him in redraft, you're panicking a little bit.
Oh,
for dynasty, you know, try to buy low on Caleb, man, because he 3rd round pick, and we didn't shit on Caleb Johnson. He just wasn't my favorite. Like, there was a lot of people who were like, oh, he could go in the 1st round. I was like, no way. Like, I personally, my bold prediction was he goes in the 4th round, he goes in the 3rd, of course, to our team, but like, it was no knock. He was just behind a really good line at Iowa. And he's really explosive once he gets going, but like he just needs to get going. So doesn't have really a ton of experience either. Maybe this is an experience thing, and you know, we'll see a little bit more later in the season or next year. So like, yeah, I'm putting out offers for Caleb. If you can get him for a 26 second, I'd do that all day.
Yeah, I would too. I'd
do that all day. I think that. I mean, I don't want to speculate on this next coming draft class, like we talked about a little bit on an episode, but like I still think Caleb's got some juice and some upside.
Yeah, I do too. Like I said, if it gets to be too bad, then I'm going to start buying.
Yeah, on the other side, JSN over 100 yards again. Preston, if you're listening, Preston messaged me and he wanted to know what the price was on JSN. I asked him, what kind of car do you drive? Because JSN, man, I was a little bit skeptical, like, and I've never been with the talent. I thought they're going to be a very run-first team, and at the same time, you know, somebody brought this up that, you know, DK Metcalf leaves how many vacated targets. I know Tyler Lockett's Tyler Lockett, but he leaves how many vacated targets. Well, now we're seeing where they're all going, and it's the JSN. So I have a lot of JSN, thank God, but I didn't draft them a lot in my drafts this year, like for redraft and stuff. So
no, I was kind of worried about like how we saw with Juju, and like,
Can he be the number one?
can he be the number one?
Yeah.
And then they did bring in Cooper Cup, but
Right.
yeah, I mean, we are seeing him absolutely eat. Like, if it wasn't for JSN, like Sam Darnold, he did check it down to Cooper Cup a couple times, but like, that's who he was looking for, like, every
Yeah.
time, and it seemed like he was open.
Yeah, it does. He's a great route runner. I mean, finds open space very, very well. And Sam Darnold is kind of a hyper target guy. So KTC JSN is wide receiver 9, and I think very rightfully so. And
Yeah, I do too.
would you take, I mean, I'd maybe take, would you take him ahead of Brian Thomas Jr.? I personally would. Brian Thomas Jr. right now in KTC is wide receiver 7.
Yeah, I think I'm there.
I'd take JSN. Drake London.
I think I'm there. I think I'm there on JSN.
That is very close for me. Just because I don't know if Sam Darnold will last. But at the same time, does Penix last? I mean, they did draft him in the first round, so he's going to have a little bit of a leash here. So I probably lean Drake there, but very, very close. I mean, you could go either way there for me.
Yeah,
And
you could.
above that, though, then you have your Amon-Ra's. We're not there. I'm not there yet, Puka. So I think for us, we're a little bit higher on JSN, maybe a spot or 2. And then
I would agree with that.
Then we got to see everybody say Kenneth Walker is a backup, and then now everybody's completely switched over. And Zach Charbonnet had 15 carries for 10 yards. I remember you read this. Yeah, 15 carries for 10 yards, and
not good.
No, 13 for 105 for K9 in the touchdown. But I still think it's going to be a split. As much as I love Walker, I think Walker is a better back, but in certain situations, this is just a bad game for Charbonnet. I'm not panicked. I think it's still probably a split personally.
And they did the same thing as the Jets did against us. They ran to the left side every time.
Yep.
I did look at a spray chart again, and yeah, it was all on the left side.
I noticed that too. And before we get too far into this, too, we got 5 minutes to the game, so I do want to give out that parlay because we're not going to have it done before this next game comes on. So, Muscles, I made a little parlay for this Raiders and Chargers game. So, the parlay that I came up with was Ladd McConkey over 5.5 receptions, Ashton Genty alt line 50+ rush yards, and Amari and Hampton alt line 40+ rush yards. That gives you a plus 208.
Oh, that ain't bad.
No, I think that's very doable. I think a lot of people are on to Keenan Allen, and that's okay. Keenan Allen played all right, but I think McConkey has a really good chance to get over that 5.5. And we both, I think the Dynasty community in a whole can say that we like Ashton Genty and Amari and Hampton. I think 40 and 50 rushing yards, very, very doable for both these guys.
Oh, absolutely. I think that's a very, very doable parlay for kind of triple your money.
Yeah. So, 10 wins you like $30.80. So,
yeah, the Buccaneers are in the red zone. They're down 14-17 with 34 seconds left.
Ooh, we'll keep an eye on that as we
got a nail biter.
Talking about the rest of these. That Houston defense, man, it's whew.
Yeah.
There we go inside the 10.
Oh, yep. Ooh, is that a Buka? No, Mike Evans.
Mike Evans, yep.
Yep. So, yeah, that's another close game.
Well, and then another nail biter that we had, we'll just talk real quick, was Russell Wilson's game, the Giants and Cowboys. And Brian Daboll, to me, I give this guy all the credit in the world. I'm very disappointed in him. The Giants were flagged, Muscles, 21 times.
Really?
21 times. 4 times on one drive by the same damn player, Tanner Hudson. I believe his name was Tanner Hudson.
I did see that. He had all kinds of false starts.
Oh, false starts, personal fouls.
Yeah.
And then there was 4 flags on one play.
Wow.
I've never seen that before. So what it was 12 men on the field, a personal foul, a pass interference, and CeeDee Lamb was taunting, and it was unsportsmanlike conduct. Somehow 3 of them were on the Giants, 1 of them was on Dallas, and they offset.
Wow.
There's a lot of dirty laundry on the field there. So I just wanted to bring that up. I'm really disappointed because it was that close to the game. If they wouldn't have had that many flags, they definitely should have won that game.
Yeah, I mean that's for sure. That was a heck of a game. I mean, we were sitting there watching the end of it, and like I said, I think,
all of us, Adam and his damn G-men, 36-year-old Russell Wilson, 450 passing yards, a career high.
Come on, yeah, yeah. That's I definitely think that could be game of the year. Like it was definitely back and forth. It was a good game, whether
it was,
it just wasn't good defensively at all.
No. It Dallas. This is exactly
there
what
it
we
is.
thought.
Touchdown. Who scored? Bucky.
They ran it.
Okay.
Go for two. Them ballsy mofos were. Oh yeah, Baker's. Yep, he's throwing off the field goal team. He's going for two.
He's going for two.
Let's just watch this before we talk.
Yeah.
I want to see this.
Yeah.
Is he in?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, he's in.
He's in. But yeah, good for them. Like I said, I had the Buccaneers on my parlay, but like I said, it already crashed before.
Let's just see this 2 point, and we'll talk a little bit more about this game because they're going to call a timeout. So what we did see was Dallas really could have used Micah Parsons. Like,
yeah,
there was no pressure on the quarterbacks. Now they did have 2 sacks, but Kenny Clark did have one of them. So somebody that really helps in the rush game. Andrew Thomas was out as well. So if they couldn't create pressure, no Andrew Thomas, I think that's just kind of showing us where it was. And Russell throwing that ball up at the end and got picked off just kind of helped seal the deal. But so I think this is something we really got to look into. We're firing up against the Giants as well. As much as we're saying this against Dallas, we got to fire up against the Giants. And looking into that, Scatterboo went from a 12% snap share to a 52% snap share. And I thought Cam Scatterboo looked really good, the player that we both really liked, and might take over the role for Tyrone Tracy. I mean, he's not going to get a 70-80% snap share, but he could be the guy.
Did you see who took the first carry of the game?
Devin Singletary.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I think Tyrone.
I think he only had that, didn't he? He might have had one more carry.
Yeah, I think he just had that one. But I think Tracy's dead. I think this is Scatterboo's coming out party, and we all said it. This is a guy we were high on, and I think it's his job.
I do too. So Baker just went for it and didn't get it.
Yep.
Wow, I can't believe I didn't kick the field goal there, the extra point. But I like the ballsy play call by going for it. That's kind of wild, though. But yeah,
is Rachaad White number 1? I just got a sleeper alert that said Rachaad White rushing touchdown for the lead. I thought that was Bucky, or maybe it was
I kind of caught it off the side of my eye. I think that is Rachaad White.
I think that is.
Oh yeah, Bucky's number 0, isn't he?
Yeah, I think that's Rachaad White. So
yeah, it is. Okay, never mind.
But Scatterboo, man, it's just kind of who we thought, and he can get in the goal line, like he can score touchdowns, he can catch the ball. I mean, I know he juggled the one a couple times. He made a really nice catch on it, but should have had it to begin with. But watching him back at Arizona State, he could catch the ball really, really well. So I think it will translate eventually, and he will be the guy. And your boy Javonte Muscles, Javonte looked really good. He looked like old Javonte.
Yeah, he did. I just think we underestimated this line. I mean, I know I did. I was like, man, this line's terrible.
I did too. Now again, I know it is a Giants and they were missing tackles, but like he was forcing missed tackles. I think he had 4 or 5 missed tackles. He was breaking tackles.
Mm-hmm.
he was gashing them. Like, it wasn't like he was getting 2 or 3 yards, and touchdown reliant. He was actually getting some nice runs. So
Yeah, he was. That was good to see. I think he was kind of looking like the old Javante a little bit. I mean, I do want to see him up against good defense, like just to,
yeah, that's what I
you
kind of
know.
wanted to look at. Right now, he's running back 3 out of these 2 games.
Mm.
So who do they have
So
next?
speaking of Javante, he is in that fast draft lineup that's winning me. Right now, I'm in third. So
You're
I'm
in
winning
there.
two.
Oh yeah, you're up there. You are up there in fast draft. I
Yeah,
forgot
so
about that.
in the one rabbit, yeah, I'm in third right now.
You're winning what, over two five thousand
2.5.
dollars?
Yeah, I
2
was last night. I was winning $5,000. I was in second, but now I'm down to third. It's 2.5.
Okay. And
But
then I'll have to check this. I'll have
Javante is in that lineup, so
So we'll have, yeah, you're killing it in fast draft. And if anybody's not familiar with fast draft, this is who we're sponsored by. If you see the rabbit up in the corner, that's what Tournament Muscles is in. One of the rabbits. There's a bunch of rabbits. There's all kinds of best ball stuff. It was throughout the summer, but now we have DFS. So go over to Fast Draft, download the app, use the promo code POWER. They will match you up to $50 if you are a first-time depositor. And you could be a Muscles' shoes. You could have took that Javante Williams and have a good chance of winning some nice money. And I hope you win, Muss. I mean, he's got a good schedule coming up. Chicago, Green Bay, the Jets, Carolina.
ooh.
Yeah, he's got some nice matchups coming up. So
Yeah, so
yeah,
Miles Sanders, he got his a little bit, but I'm not
and we kind of
worried.
said the same with Jade. Let Jaden Blue beat us if Jaden
Yeah.
Blue's gonna beat us. So
Yep. So yeah, as of right now, I'm more intrigued on Javante.
yeah, and I think we made the right call against Philly, right? Because he didn't do nothing special against Philly. Like, he did what he needed to do, but
Right.
no Jalen Carter. Like, he looked different than that Philly game. I'm sure everybody watched the Philly game like, Javante. But if you went back and watch this, he didn't look like the
Yeah.
same one.
Mm-mm.
Way better. So good for him and some pretty nice matchups, Muscles.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it.
So another running back that's getting quite a few touches, because that's kind of with him. He's just getting all the work, is Tony Pollard, Muscles. So let's talk a little bit about the Titans and Rams game here. Tony Pollard, I know he had 20 touches, which I don't want to say is unheard of, but if you're seeing a 2 in that carry category, I'm very interested. I get a lot of Tony Pollard questions. Would you start Tony Pollard this week? Just off pure opportunity, man. Like, I know he got 90 yards and didn't get in the end zone, but I mean, on opportunity, he could break one, get in the end zone. So what'd you take away from this game?
Yeah. I thought it was kind of interesting that they're getting Blake Corum involved on the Rams side. That was one thing I kind of noticed is it's not exactly all Kyron Williams anymore, even though it was only 5 carries, but 44 yards for old Blake Corum. I almost thought Blake Corum was almost
We were kind of
the
on
end of the world.
Jarquez Hunter.
Yeah, and definitely looks like Puka and Devontae are kind of coexisting.
Yeah.
And Stafford's back. That's one thing that I'm gonna take away so far. I thought I was worried.
I was.
I don't know if that was mind games or if that was Stafford just not wanting to go to camp. Like maybe Stafford.
I think it's real, and I'm more worried week 13, week 14.
Right.
Like,
Right.
we get what we can get now, and then just hopefully it lasts for the rest of the year, or move him to try to get something else. But I mean, don't get me wrong, you're still worried at the beginning because you're like, well, how bad is it? Now that we've seen, I'm okay until week 13 or week 14. He's taking hit after hit, and can he still do it? But yeah, he's looked really, really good. I mean, and to see both these guys produce it, Puka's definitely the number one. I mean, we love Devontae Adams. He's a hell of a player. He's getting a little bit older, but Puka is the dog. He's the alpha there. And
yep, they were definitely targeting Devontae in the red zone. I definitely noticed that. Like once they
and that's kind of his specialty.
Yep. So they were definitely suiting that. Cam Ward, another, iffy game. I mean, that was a heck of a touchdown pass.
Ooh.
It was, ugh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think a lot of that was luck. I mean, it was definitely some arm strength on it though.
It was like a 20-yard touchdown pass. He had to throw it like 50 yards.
Yeah, it was like cross body on his back foot on the other side of the field.
Yeah.
Like, that
He's
coulda
got an
easily-
arm.
Yeah, that could have easily been picked off. But I mean, I don't know if I don't know. It definitely fell in the receiver's hands, so you can't take anything away from him. But
Right.
yeah, I mean, listen, I think we're gonna have to be a little bit patient with Cam Ward. We know the kind of work ethic this guy has. So I mean, he's definitely a baller. Definitely has the right attitude. The Titans got the line and everything. I'm just going down in the trenches and just being patient with them.
Yep. And I think that's the number one thing I took away from you just saying that, Muscles, is he's got a good attitude, and that's what he needs to have. He's a leader. We have to remember that. And we got it. Hopefully they get him some damn help. I mean, it's Calvin Ridley and a bunch of rookies. Jameer Dyke ain't that good. And, Elick Manor, I know he caught a touchdown. Manor's younger. He has some skills, but, like, he's probably a number 3, number 4, like, to be completely honest. So, like, and Calvin Ridley at this stage of his career, is he an alpha? I don't know. I know I had the bold prediction because of pure target share, but, like, I really wish they would have got him a little more damn help. But, hey, he's got what he's got this year. It's going to be up and down, but you got to stick by him, take the good with the good, the bad with the bad, and, hopefully next year it's a little bit of an upgrade.
Yeah, I mean, we saw him go up against Denver, and I was like, well, it's just a Denver defense. It's good defense. But the Rams, I thought he'd do a little bit better. But, like you said, I mean, it's Calvin Ridley and a bunch of nobodies kind of. So,
yep, I'm there as well. So, boy, if the Giants game wasn't the game of the week, it was the Bears and Lions. You could argue whichever one, but the Bears and Lions were, I don't want to say game of the week because we got this revenge narrative, right? Ben Johnson, Dan Campbell, who's going to win? It's kind of like little brother, big brother. You want them to succeed, but at the same time, you still want to show them you're dominant. And Dan Campbell, they came into Detroit, and Dan Campbell showed them that, right? I mean, Amon-Ra, 3-touchdown day for him. And honestly, Muscles, they stopped him at the 1. It very could have easily been a 4-touchdown game for Amon-Ra St. Brown. So,
yeah.
Jared Goff, 5 touchdown passes. This Lions team, now, here's my takeaway from this, right? Were the Lions not ready for week 1, or were the Packers that damn good that they dominated the Lions, and now the Lions just dominate, like, or Chicago that bad? Like, I just don't really know which one it is, because I do think the Packers are very for real.
They played in Green Bay, didn't they?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Remember, I think it was last year, the year before, we noticed that Jared Goff does not play good away.
Yeah, you're right.
He's a completely different quarterback. I don't know if it's the dome. I don't know if it's what, but I do remember something like that he's way better at home.
He is.
So, but I do think that Green Bay Packers defense, is for real. So
I do too.
I think it could be a little bit of both. I think Dan Campbell and I think everybody wanted this game also.
Yeah, I do too.
Amon-Ra, especially. I mean, I saw Amon-Ra's thing. Like,
I
don't know. He had some kind of video message for Ben Johnson, and I guess Ben Johnson wouldn't even say Jared Goff by name in his post-game conference. He just kept saying their quarterback or something. He kept saying something like that.
Damn.
He wouldn't even say Goff's name. So I think there's some bad blood there.
There very well could be, but at the end of the day, on this battle, being at home, they definitely got the best of them. Putting up 52 points, 52-21. I was really impressed with Detroit. I mean, if we get this kind of Detroit throughout the season, we're going to be pretty happy. Like, I mean, I have quite a few Amon-Ra shares. We're a little bit lower on Jameson Williams. Even he had a good day. I think he had 2 catches for over 100 yards and the touchdown. That's kind of JMO's game, right?
Yep.
Just kind of what he does. But I think for me, some of my concerns on the other side. Now, I took this away. Rome Odunze, he's a focal point of the offense. I think that's safe to say. He's the best receiver, in my opinion, on the Chicago Bears, and that's over DJ Moore, that's over Luther Burden, that's over Colston Loveland, over all of them.
Loveland with 1 target, no catches.
That's concerning. That's very concerning, and that was kind of our worry going into it.
Yep.
So he finished the day 7 for 128, 2 touchdowns. The Bears did a very poor job. They were just always on 3rd and longs. Like, they kind of put themselves in bad situations, I noticed. Like, it would be 3rd and 14, 3rd and 20. Like, and that's where you become one-dimensional, and defenses can kind of tee off on Caleb. And, you're putting yourself in a bad spot. And, I mean, they've been going for it on 4th down. Like, they're getting a little bit too fancy. I don't like that at all. So, a couple plays that you might have missed. Odunze did have a 30-yard catch that was called back on a penalty, and Caleb Williams had an interception that was called back on a roughing the passer. So a couple plays that I did see that could have changed some stat lines as well. I think there's a lot of miscommunication here in the Chicago defense, and that's something that I'm gonna target in DFS. Like,
yeah,
Jalen Johnson's now, he's probably gonna miss the rest of the season. Tyreek Stevenson, they were putting him on an island against Amon-Ra St. Brown. I mean, you can't really even. I don't even know if Pat Surtain would go on an island with Amon-Ra St. Brown. Like,
no,
that's just, you're asking for trouble. So I think the miscommunication, and they need to try to get this defense right. So it's my panic meter on the Bears as a whole. What's your panic meter on Caleb Williams? There's a lot of people that are pretty high, and I'm not saying he's playing the greatest football, but I definitely think he's taking steps forward.
Yeah,
we just need to see that next step, right? Like, we need to see him throw the ball downfield a little bit more.
I think a 4 is fair. I mean, I
think that's fair.
I don't think he has the ceiling I think we thought he did, kind of. I'm just wondering if he's going to fall into the Trevor Lawrence thing where it's like we're just going to have to accept that he's going to be a back-end quarterback one, versus the top 5 quarterback that we all drafted him. We all thought Caleb Williams was the next, big prospect, can't miss, whatever. And maybe it's just we're just going to have to accept that this is his ceiling.
Right. But
he is growing. I mean, we have seen improvements from week 1 to week 2. I mean, even that just 1 week, I think he definitely played better last week. DeAndre Swift's looking better. I don't think DeAndre Swift looked bad. So
I think offensively they're okay. It's a defense, and then like when you're I'm not saying the offense is perfect, but you can't give up 54 points.
No, and honestly,
and then become one-dimensional. They need to get. They can't be doing 3rd and longs all the time and letting them tee off.
Yeah, there's one thing with your defense being bad, and then there's another thing with your defense being bad, like bad. Yeah, I mean, you don't want it to be bad for fantasy. Like, you want it to be bad, like kind of like how the Bengals were last year, but the Bengals this year, it's like I think it's. Yeah. So I think the same thing with the Bears. I just think they're getting out of hand quick.
Yep.
And then, like you said, turning into one dimension, and then they can just tee off on Caleb Williams.
So Caleb Williams, his next game, he's got Dallas next week. So good matchup. So he has to come out and prove it, though, because if he comes out, he throws for under 200 yards and a touchdown. People, what's going to happen. Then he's got the Raiders. He's got a bye week. He's got Washington, New Orleans. Then he comes to the AFC North, and he sees Baltimore and Cincinnati. Baltimore's tough. Cincinnati, I think it ought to be another good game for him. So, fantasy-wise, these 2 weeks, he's sitting at quarterback 8. So, again, for quarterback-wise, or for fantasy-wise, you're happy. You you just want to see more out of him as a professional quarterback, in my opinion.
Right, right.
And that's kind of just where we're at with that. So I think that's probably my main, that's probably my main takeaways from that game. And I think with going to this game real quick with Bryce Young,
real quick, I did ask you pre-show. I know we talked about it. Would you take Rome Odunze over Marvin Harrison Jr. at this point?
oh yeah, you did ask that, and yes, I would.
Yeah, I think I would too. I think
I
I'm
would.
there.
That is oof.
That's crazy to think, because I mean, I know when we were doing tape and everything, I know it was even crazy to like have Malik in the same tier as
Yeah.
Marvin Harrison, and then it was like a huge teardrop to Rome Odunze, and here we are.
Yeah, and that's the game right where I'm going to. So let's just talk about it. I mean, Marvin Harrison, very, 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 very disappointing once again. Under 50 muscles, under 50 total yards receiving for the Arizona Cardinals wide receivers against the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, I mean, who is the number 2? Is it still Michael Wilson? Like, I don't even. Yeah.
Let me read their stat lines real quick. Michael Wilson, 1 for 11 and a touchdown. Marvin Harrison, 2 for 27. Greg Dortch, 1 for 11. That was it out of the receivers. The rest were tight ends and running backs.
Yeah, we talk about it every week. I don't know what's up with this Arizona offense. It's just stagnant.
It is. Marvin Harrison, he did it against New Orleans. They were moving him around, but it's just like they forgot everything. Or it's Carolina, because Trevor Lawrence struggled a little bit. Maybe Carolina's defense is taking a little bit of a step forward. I don't know. I just know that, it's still the damn Carolina Panthers. You got to be worried a little bit about Marvin Harrison Jr. You can't sit here and say, well, Carolina has a good defense. You got to be a little bit concerned. And I definitely am. I am Rome over him. I don't know, man. I don't. You just hope that he ends up. What's the rest of their schedule here? Let's look at the next couple weeks.
That's what I was looking to see, who they played next week.
So they got San Fran, which is doable. I mean, Carolina should have been too. Seattle, Tennessee, Indianapolis, Green Bay. So, I mean, Green Bay is going to be pretty damn tough. He definitely has some favorable matchups. I know Sleeper's orange and red or whatever, but he has some matchups where he should be able to beat. Now, if he would have had 50 yards, it'd be okay, I'm not real. I know it sounds stupid, but I
Arizona is just one of those teams that it just seems like they're almost like how the Steelers used to be. No matter how much they should win by or whatever, it just seems just do enough to get the win.
Yeah, I know.
And it makes us mad as fantasy owners, because it's like the Saints. They should have blown. Well, I mean, Saints might actually be better than what we thought, but they should have blown out the Saints. They should have. They should have definitely played the Panthers better, I would think. And they're winning these one possession games, and games that they should, at least be 10-point favorites.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and then just even on the other side, Carolina was given a lot of opportunities. Muscles. I don't know what all you've seen in this game, but I know there was a lot of flags. It was almost like they really wanted Carolina to come back and win this game. I was listening to the end of it on Sirius XM, and just flag after flag, and then everybody. This might be the last chance to get out from Bryce Young, by the way. And I'm out. He's in the Trevor Lawrence tier, in the Tua tier. I'm out. I'm not gonna give him away, but okay, you want to give me Jackson Dart? You want to give me Jackson Dart from Bryce Young? I'll do it.
Yeah, I do that too.
He had that many yards, but he threw the damn ball 55 times.
I think this is the week to do it, because I mean, you got Purdy out, Burrow out.
Take advantage of it.
Jaden Daniels possibly out, Justin Fields possibly out. There's got to be an owner out there that only has one quarterback, or maybe has no quarterbacks. And I think this is the week to get off of Bryce Young.
It is. You're 100% right. I wish I had some Bryce Young. I don't. I have zero Bryce Young,
Yeah,
and I would in a heartbeat. I'm like you,
I
and
would too.
I would try to even strike for a 27 first. I mean, I'd take a 26 first if you can get it. You might. He threw for
Yeah,
300 yards.
yeah. A lot of people are low on this class too. I'm gonna take advantage of that. Like,
Yep.
I don't know.
See if you can deal him for something for Joe Burrow or Justin Fields or Brock. I mean, give it that in a second. Like, I mean, you're not going to get Joe Burrow for that, but like,
Right, Justin
you
Fields.
might get Justin Fields straight up.
I think you probably could. You know, I mean, what do you have to give to get Purdy? You know,
Yeah, yeah. I don't think we'll be eating our words over that. I just think he just
no. Even as a pro, like I just wasn't.
he's
I
smaller.
know. I don't think you were either. Like neither one
No.
of us were very high on him at
He's an
all. And
outlier.
then going to Carolina, I mean, we were excited about Canales coming in, but
Right.
still, it's not good.
I think the only bright spot, if you think about this offense, the only bright spot, in my opinion, is Ted McMillan.
Mm-hmm.
I really think that's it. So, kind of my takeaways. We're selling Bryce, and I mean Ted's the only Carolina Panther I want. And it's nothing against Chuba. It's just game script, man. I mean, they're throwing the ball 55 times. I mean, he got a touchdown catch, but like,
Yeah.
you kind of get game scripted out.
Yep.
A quarterback I did see take a little bit of a step forward because he did struggle week one was Drake May. Drake May has a 3-touchdown game. Thought he did a good job spreading the ball around. Now we know the Dolphins are a bad defense. Now TreVeyon Henderson, we love him, but 33% snap share last week, 35 this week. I'm buying TreVeyon Henderson. I mean, I'm sure there's some people out there that are panicked. It sucks, once again, if you have him in redraft or anything. I thought this might be the coming out party for TreVeyon Henderson. You're still in on TreVeyon, right?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
We see this a lot.
Yep. I think we just got to be patient.
Yep. And I think on the counterpart, if you have Ramondre Stevenson, you're happy. Can you get a second? If you can get a second, move on from Ramondre Stevenson. Yep. All these screens that him and Antonio Gibson are getting, I'm licking my chops because I know one day, very soon, it's going to be TreVeyon Henderson.
Yep. I wouldn't be. I mean, maybe Stevenson's the one that's moved to KC. I mean, I'm sure we'll get to that game, but
yeah,
very
well could be. They could use him.
No, yeah.
They could use anybody. I mean, they could use Antonio Gibson.
Yeah. So I'm definitely. I don't know how many years Stevenson has on his contract, but I mean, if this is a buying window for Hendo, I'm definitely in on that train.
Yep, and I would just let's see where he's at on KTC real quick. We're not going to take too much time because I highly doubt that he fell, or I don't know exactly where he was. TreVeyon Henderson running back 9, so yeah.
Oh wow, yeah, he's still up there.
Yep. So, but you never know. League to league, just kind of depends. But again, we know Geno dropped. He dropped like 360 pass yards on him week one. No Christian Gonzalez once again this week. So that's a big hit to the Patriots defense. I think when he comes back, they'll definitely get a little better. But again, Tua falls just completely in that tier where I'm trying to move on. Had Hill wide open and missed him. Went to a 4th down, and Tua throws a pick on the 4th down. It was pretty much it wasn't the end all, but not good. Something else I took away with Tua. He doesn't have the arm to get it there either.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for kind of like a couple big weeks put together and then just dump them.
If you can. Tua, though, even when he was quarterback 6, nobody really wants him.
Right. I think everybody's kind of scared of the concussions.
I think that's mainly what it is too. So the main things I took away from there. At the end of the game, you might have missed. Tua did throw a screen. That Achan's the main part you want of the offense. I mean, they just throw screens to him left and right. He threw a screen to him. He scores with less than a minute left on replay. It shows he stepped out the 25-yard line, where they had a really good chance to win this game, actually. So
oh wow, I did not know that.
A touchdown off Devon Achan would have been 2 of them for him. So.
Jeez.
It's kind of Devon Achan and nobody else in my opinion there. So we'll see how it goes. I'm like you, if you can offload him eventually, you definitely want to try, but we'll kind of see. He just has that kind of name that nobody wants.
His
But
name, yeah.
probably another very disappointing game that we're going to touch on real quick. The Philadelphia Kansas City game, Muscles. You kind of mentioned it. Maybe they're in for Ramondre Stevenson. They should be. These running backs are horrible. Philadelphia is horrible. It hurts 101 yards in the air. Did you see that at the end of the game when he went to kneel and they said you had, right at 100 yards or less than 100 yards? And he's like, "Shut the hell up, we won." Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
Him. If I find it, I have to put it on Discord. But yeah, they were kind of chirping at each other at the end of the game, like when he was kneeling it for the win. Philadelphia does win. It is not pretty. Again, if you had A.J. Brown, you're disappointed. You had Devonta Smith. You're firing these guys up. How do you bench A.J. Brown? I mean, Devonta Smith really can't with him either where you drafted him.
Yeah, I saw he got hurt, came back in.
Yeah, he did. He did. He's just a small dude. Like
Barkley went for 88, which is,
Yeah.
Did
you see the controversial shirt that Travis Kelce had on, Free Rasheed, which I think is kind of shitty in my opinion.
Yep. Didn't he kill 4
No,
people?
he didn't kill. He could have. I mean, it's a kind of a bad wreck.
Okay.
Driving like that. Whatever else happened, but I thought that was kind of shitty. And Travis Kelce, how'd he look to you in this game? I mean, I know stat box wise he had like 4 for 60, but did he look a little better or still kind of the same?
I think still kind of the same. I mean, we did see him on, or Darwin James on him there in the first game, but
yeah,
I'm still not really seeing much out of him.
Yeah, I'm not.
This should have been a coming out party. I mean, for somebody, I just think this management's just terrible. I think they just went on idle for so long because it's like, oh, we got Mahomes. So good. Yep. Yeah, they're so good. Like, we got Mahomes. Like, we don't need anybody else. And now it's like we kind of said, like they need a running. Yep. We need a running back, and I do get it. Like Worthy's coming back and Rasheed's coming back, but like, go on and get somebody. Like the fact
he should have been in the Keenan Allen sweepstakes. I mean, that's the thing. When you're an organization like Kansas City, you have a little bit of luxury because people are like, they're a Super Bowl contending team. I get to play with the best quarterback. Like,
absolutely.
I don't get why they're not taking advantage of it, but they're not. And
it's just, I mean, they're just sitting on their hands. Like, I mean, I get it. Like, there's more to it than just, obviously we play fantasy. It's not just, 2 clicks and a trade offer sent to you and you click accept and boom.
Right.
There's more moving pieces, but it's just a shame because, I mean,
this is the first time Patrick Mahomes has been 0-2, I believe, in his career in the NFL.
Yeah, I did hear that, like, since high school or something.
Yeah, in overall fantasy, he's quarterback 4, but it's because of the rushing, and that's where you get hurt, or not hurt, you get scared he's going to get hurt because he's going to try to do too much.
Yep, play hero ball.
Yeah, and that's, we'll kind of see. I mean, they have the New York Giants, so a very doable matchup. But again, they're playing the Giants, but who are you excited about? Tyquan Thornton? Like,
it's basically Mahomes, and that's it.
Yeah, I can sit here and give you the matchup and say, oh, they got a good matchup. Oh, they got a good matchup. But I mean, they do, but if they have nobody to throw to or nobody to run, I mean, and then, your best bet is, does Isaiah Pacheco come out and look good, and then you can move him for anything? Like, because nobody wants Isaiah Pacheco. I'd take a damn third for him. I would. I'd take a third for him.
Yep.
Like, if you can get it,
I think I'm there too.
Yeah, if you can get it for this game, and I'm disappointed because I'm like, oh man, he had a really brutal injury. Like, I think he's gonna be okay starting off again, but not looking good for him after these 2 weeks. Just can't get it going.
Yeah, fooled me.
Yeah, he did me too. The Washington game, Muscles. We're just gonna touch on it real quick because mainly just because of injuries. Jaden Reed right away broke his collarbone. So Jaden, I believe it was that a touchdown catch? Or it was real close. You remember that
Yeah,
one?
yeah, I
Real
do.
close, and then
He like bent like a weird way.
yeah,
I think it was a touchdown pass, but I could
Yeah.
completely be wrong on that.
So he's gonna miss some time. I think Matt LaFleur does a great job, and we got on the Tucker Craft train. We were just a little bit late to the party, but we're definitely
Yeah.
we got on. He's looked really, 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 really good. So
Yep.
he might be that sneaky guy that has a top 3 season, in my opinion. I really think that could happen for Tucker Craft.
I do too. I do too. Football guys got me on it, and then I like I said, started putting that together. Like I was like, that last year I said, and I watched that Prime Vision, and it's a thing. Like every single play is a new set of receivers. Like they just rotate, but Tucker Craft is the only guy that's on there every single play.
That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy to me.
So-
But yeah, I main takeaways from that: Jaden Reed gonna miss time. We said this Matthew Golden. Really like Matthew Golden. I didn't trust Jordan Love throwing the ball down the field. We've seen a bit of an underthrow. Yes, he could have, should have, came back to it, but again, it just sucks because he's a speedster, can get down the field, but got to get the ball to him. Maybe they find different ways, get him in crossing patterns, get the ball in his hands. You're a little bit worried about Matthew Golden, but speed wise, especially, Matthew Golden's probably more of a best ball guy too.
Yep.
Like being honest, that kind of speed.
I don't think I can really start any Green Bay receiver like with confidence.
No, because you don't know. Is it going to be Wicks? Is it going to be Dobbs? Does Golden come into the mix? Is Christian Watson coming back? I don't know.
Yep, that's a wide receiver room I really want no part of.
I'm with you there. Parsons looked great on the defensive side, and I think this is legit. Muscles, I think they're a Super Bowl contending team if they can keep this up.
Yep, I agree.
On the other side of the ball, Jaden Daniels, I thought Jaden Daniels did not look good, and it comes out that he does have a knee sprain and looking like he's already going to miss week 3. And we also know, unfortunately, Austin Eckler with a torn Achilles. I believe it's an Achilles, and it's probably it for Eckler, unfortunately. And it's Chris Rodriguez, who's been a healthy scratch twice, is probably somebody that's going to end up seeing a field with Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. So if Chris Rodriguez is on your waiver wires, and you might have dropped him because he's been a healthy scratch, pick him back up because he's going to see the field. And maybe they're a sneaky team that trades for Ramondre Stevenson or somebody.
Yeah, definitely could. Because, as much as I unfortunately bought into the Merritt hype train, it just seems like he's going to be another, Jordan Mason, where it just looks like he's going to be very touchdown dependent.
He could be. I still think he has some juice to him and he can catch the ball. I think they really wanted to utilize Eckler, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I still don't think the book's out on Krosky-Merritt. I'm still interested because I still think he's going to get some work. Because as much as we say, maybe they'll trade for Ramondre, maybe they'll trade. They might not. They might not do nothing.
Yeah.
It might be him on pass catching work, and then Chris Rodriguez is kind of the goal line guy.
Who is the Commanders' backup? Who's rolling for them this week?
I think Jeremy McNichols. Oh, you're talking about behind Jaden Daniels. They still have Marcus Mariota?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Say, I thought they still had Mariota, so probably Marcus Mariota, and you're probably not feeling real good about starting.
No. Nope.
I'd
start Jake Browning over Mariota.
What about these pass catchers? That's where it gets tricky too.
Yep. I think Debo's doing a lot better than I thought. He has a big target share.
Yeah, I like Debo this year. I really did.
I do too.
I drafted Debo pretty late in a couple leagues. I know there was a lot of videos of him. Oh, he's fat, and then that's what I said in preseason. He came out and scored right away. Look fat now.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Leonard Fournette thing. Remember, Leonard Fournette's fat, and then Leonard Fournette comes out and he's a running back one.
Right.
I don't really buy into that. These guys, professional athletes,
Yeah, yeah. I can't remember what Debo's target share was, but I think it was pretty up. I think it was up there.
It's got to be up there. Another player I was really disappointed, and I had a lot of faith in these guys. Justin Fields, he's in concussion protocol, muscles probably very questionable for week 3, and unfortunately, Brees Hall, he fell into the game script trap. So, what'd you take away
Yeah.
from this Jets game? I don't want to say I'm out in Fields because Fields still ran for 50 some yards. He just, you know, he's not Lamar Jackson. I know Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen went toe to toe. It was a 81 point total or whatever. And we know that's not the Jets. It's not the Jets. That's fine.
It kind of really was a tale of two Justin Fields. Like when he played the Steelers, like it looked like he was, a legit quarterback, and then against the Bills there, it just all fell apart. I feel like went back to the Justin Fields of, I don't want to say of old, but like, yeah, he looked uncomfortable. Didn't look like he was getting anything going. What did he leave in the fourth quarter and he still only had 3 points? Like,
Yeah. It wasn't good. Now, if he does miss next week, he misses or this week coming up, the Tampa Bay. Okay, but then you do have Miami and Dallas straight away. So
Yeah.
them could be really nice bounce back games for Justin Fields. It could be a little bit up and down, for Justin Fields.
yeah, it could.
We know he's not a quarterback one. We think he has quarterback one upside. I think we know what Justin Fields is, and it's probably, I don't want to say a backup. I think he's definitely good enough to be a starter like here for the Jets, but I don't think he's one of these big time paid players. I just don't. It gets like a 5-year contract.
I absolutely agree. Yeah, it just kind of stinks. What do they got? Tyrod Taylor now.
Yeah.
Is it crazy to say I think Tyrod's a little bit better option for Garrett Wilson?
He very well could be. I mean, Tyrod's a seasoned veteran that's been around the league, and been here, had the lung puncture or whatever. But
yeah. It kind of stinks for Brees Hall. I mean, that's the player you really got to feel bad for, because he just gets a bad situation all around.
Yep. Yeah, unfortunately for him. And like I said, just game script wise, but still in on Brees, still in on Garrett. We're not out after week 2. I mean, it is a tough matchup. I mean, the Bills, it looks like on the FC side, the Bills and the Ravens are the 2 teams to beat right now. And
Yep.
Then in the NFC, it's Green Bay. So we'll keep seeing here. We'll touch on one more NFC. Well, 2 NFC teams here real quick. San Fran and New Orleans. Exactly what we thought would happen. Muscles. They forced the ball to CMC. I just really this game was sloppy all around, in my opinion. Brock Purdy looking like he's already out next week, and Mac gets Arizona. How do you feel about Mac Jones? Are we using any of this 3 touchdowns? Can you get a 2nd round pick?
That's
give up your 3rd in Mac Jones and get a 2nd?
Yep. That's what I would do.
I would too. I would target Jackson Dart. I mean, I'd even be fine trading Mac Jones for Jalen Milroe straight up.
That's what I was just gonna say. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean it. Just this was the Mac Jones revenge game, I guess, against his own team.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean it looks good on the box score, but yeah, just not a good game.
No, it really wasn't. Just not a lot to take away. I just really wanted to touch on that, just for the simple fact that if there's any value that you can squeeze out of Mac, I think you try to take advantage of that. And
Yep.
And another guy that's on your waiver wires, possibly, and maybe not so deep leagues, Juwan Johnson. I mean, this guy, Rattler really likes to target Juwan Johnson.
Yeah.
So I think he was tight end 1 week.
He was tight end 1 week 1. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
he had, I don't know what he had, but he had a decent game here too.
I think he had 5 catches.
Yeah, he had 5 or 6 catches. So another decent game for Juwan Johnson. So yeah, especially tight end. I know there was a couple leagues that I've seen him on the waiver wire that you're not real excited about, but you're just like, I mean, you never know. You might need that option.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's hard to like start him and be comfortable with it, but
Yeah.
You know, if you have Kittle and you need a tight end to fill in.
Yep, I'm there as well. So looking at this game, this Chargers and Vegas game, Muscles, we're at a 3-3 score right now. So kind of see what happens in this game. And we gave out our parlay there before it hit. It's been a crazy 2 weeks so far. It seems like it always is every year, and it's got to kind of ride the waves and kind of, you want to react. You don't want to overreact because you'll get caught saying, "Oh, I'll give up all this for Zach Charbonnet," and then he gets negative yards per carry, or not just shitting on Charbonnet, like I said, because I still think it's a split backfield. But same thing with JJ McCarthy. Like I said, we were really, really happy. So we got to kind of not temper expectations because they're still good there with the bad, but just try to drown out the noise and dial in and get it right.
Yeah, 2 weeks might not seem like a lot, but it's pretty much 1/7 of the fantasy season. So
it matters, man, and
it does matter.
Like I said, AJ Brown's been this disappointing. If he goes out next week and God forbid pulls his hamstring and goes on IR, then you lost 4 more weeks, and now 6. That's half your damn season.
Yep.
So it definitely does matter. So we just like to try to make sure we discuss these and try to get our reactions and takeaways. And that's going to do it for this show. Please like, subscribe, follow. If you enjoy the content, 5-star, we really, really appreciate it. It really helps us out, keeps us motivated to keep going. We have a blast on these shows. And
Heck yeah.
if you're interested in any best ball, get over there on Fast Draft, guys. Use that promo code POWER. Put $10 in. Use a promo code, then you'll get 20, and try a couple competitions out. See if it's for you. That's the best way. And you can go in there and even mock draft and stuff, kind of mess around with the app and see how you feel with it. But so yeah, that's gonna do it, and we'll see you guys next week on the Fantasy Football Power Hour.
Yo, welcome to the Power Hour,